Welcome, good day everybody, welcome to another video. I'm your personal funky scene pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko, and we'll be taking you to on another flight today. We will be going today. I have a flight planned. We'll be going from it is too difficult to pronounce names in the United States. One is Albuquerque to Tucumcari, and we're gonna do a VOR to VOR flight. And what I did is I went to the SkyVector website. Let me show you a little bit here. So here you have the SkyVector website. So what I did is make it's only like 2 or 3 VORs. We're leaving from one, which is actually not a VOR, but we'll fly towards one, and then another one, and then actually to the destination, which is in the middle. There's a VOR as well. So that's where we're going to go, and yeah. So let's just go ahead and do that. Here you can see Tucumcari. Let's just turn back to the airfield here. Okay. So here we are in Albuquerque. Looks like breaking the bed. It's like a really hot day, I would assume. The sun is in the sky, and you can see the mountain range there in the distance. And of course here is our airplane. Today we'll be flying the PA-44. It's actually it's a pretty cool airplane. The twin prop. See if I got. Let's see what we got in store for you today. It is available. You can get this through the marketplace in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I did provide the link to the website of the developers, carenado.com, and it actually might be on discount as well at this moment. The last time I checked was this morning, I believe, or yesterday. So I believe it is on a minor discount of about 30% or something. But you know, you might be interested in acquiring it. It's a nice airplane. It's the PA-44 Seminole. That's the full name. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just get into the aircraft. Like what's really nice, you can open this little cargo door, and you can open this door obviously, and they just look really cool too. So let's just go into the aircraft here and close the door. There you go, right there. And yeah, let's keep the window open for now. So I'm just going to start it up. You can get rid of that, I do not need it. So what do we do first? When we start it up, we click on the battery master, and not following the precise checklist, I turn on the alternators left and right. The fuel pump, I start with the left and the right as well, and obviously here in between these two seats you have the few selectors, and we provide full rich mixture. And what else was there? Yeah, then I think it's actually only remaining these 4 buttons for the magneto left and the right. Just turn them on, put back the safeguards. I believe that should actually be it for now. good. Later we're going to turn on the avionics. And yeah, not really sure if I should be putting in the VOR in the GPS, or I could also put it in the box there. Not too experienced. Look, I just love this little wood panel on the hand grip. Look at this, man. I mean, what a really marvelous design. I kid you not. I just totally love this. I mean, don't you just want to grab it and use it and say hello, you know? I just totally love it. It's very well done. Really cool, really cool. Alright, so there is actually a little checklist here in the visors, if you call these visors. It's a little takeoff checklist, as you can see. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see better. So your fuel selectors are on, the electric fuel pump is on, alternators are on, the engine gauge is checked, mixture set, propeller set, carb heat is off, the cowl flaps are set, seat backs are erect, flaps are set, trim set, stab and rudder controls. Why is there not? Well, it's missing a little mark there. Controls free, full travel, doors latch and air conditioner off. Okay. Anyway, I think we should. Do we miss anything? We have no oil temperature yet. There is fuel pressure. You can hear the fuel pumps being all noisy. If you turn them off, look, it's starting to get a little quieter again. But we need them on for now, so just turn them on. I saw something about the air conditioner off. I'm not sure if I remember. The air conditioner, that might actually just be the blow. It's probably this part here. There's the cabin heat, fan, blower. Low, high, they do not even respond. Oh, this one does. Cabin heat and the pitot heat. Here's the air intake. Remember that is all off, so that should probably be fine. Didn't we have a checklist? Yeah, look, you got a checklist when you click on this steering wheel, on the yoke. So you can open the doors from here as well. If you click open, and there you go, the door we just closed is now opened again. Hey Jason, very good. Okay, so we're going to close this door because we do not need it once we start get going. External power is off, so we should not be sitting too long. So I suggest we actually get rid of this and start up the engine. We'll start up engine number 2. Let's go with the right engine there. And it appears to have started. What do you say? So do the left engine too. There we go, we have 2 engines. I completely forgot to shout out of the window, clear prop. But yeah, well, that would have been too late now. Let's just close this window. It's nice and quiet now. So I'm going to start up the landing lights, navigation lights, strobe, and the recalc lights. Radio master is on. And let's just first try just using only this one. So should this be, you can choose now on the GPS what the source for the autopilot would be. Would that be the VLOC or would it be the GPS? So we're going to select the VLOC there. Let me get a little sip of my soft drink here. Okay. No zdrowie. Okay. So let's just get going. By the looks of it, it's about 3 in the afternoon here in Albuquerque. So we're ready to go. So we're going to go over the flight plan. It is fairly short. It should be about a 1 hour flight. Will be, and I also did not check the active runway for the Albuquerque airport. We could choose to wing it, or we could just follow the proper procedure. I would actually just going to follow the proper procedure and just find out which is the active runway for today. I believe actually I saw it was a runway 30, but I might get confused with another airport that I was checking earlier. But I do believe it was 30. We'll check this momentarily. I am, as with every flight, rolling the pre-takeoff cigarette. It is just tobacco. Well, never say just tobacco, it's very unhealthy for you. But, you know, when people hear, hey, someone is rolling a cigarette, they start making the remarks like, hey, you must be high, you're a pilot, and why are you not high just from the flying alone? And you get all these remarks, and no, just let there be no mistake. I do like a glass of vodka every now and then, but actually I haven't drank the vodka in a long time. So maybe once we arrive at our destination, I could get some vodka there, or maybe some American whiskey, like the bourbon. But maybe I'll just stick to the nice, the cola stuff that I'm drinking. All right. Anyway, so let's have a look at the runway. What we could do, maybe just go look, see if we can see outside. Maybe should we go to the showcase? It's a little noisy for a bit. Do need to crank up the speed a little bit for the drone, like 50% or something, because it will start moving a lot smoother. So here we go look to see if we can find the windsock. Struggling with the controls a little bit. Sometimes I get confused. Oh look, here's the windsock. Looks like actually we got some kind of crosswind going on. So, to which direction is it pointing more? To the left or to the right? So, I say to the right, so we take off from the right to the left. Well, it's so simple as I'm going to do it. Do they have another runway? Oh, look at that, they do. Okay, so that would mean it was, what did I say, what direction was it blowing? It was blowing a little from, I think I lose the windsock. And I think I found the windsock. Okay, so it's like coming from behind us. Yeah. It is quite a ways out. So we'll have a nice little sightseeing of the airport. Look, there's an aircraft. Let's check that out. Cool, hello. Okay, so we'll be taxiing to this runway. And as I said, it is now number 30. And how do we get here? I'll work it out once we go. I do have the navigraph, but Yeah, we could use it for the taxi, obviously, but I did not want to use it for the flight at all. And not even to see, you know, especially not to see where we are, obviously, because that's, you know, the whole fun of the challenge is to use the Sky Vector website, you know, to determine our destination, our position by, you know, by just eyeballing. Okay, so here's the aircraft. So we're back into the flight deck there. Today we're flying without mic, so we're flying completely solo. And usually there is not too much activity on the stream, so you know, I'm getting used to flying solo, which perfectly fine. The internet is a big place, and I never make any kind of advertisements or you know. So it's just for the lucky finder to see if they would like to stick around or not, you know. And everybody is welcome, always. So all right, so let me get into position here. Alright, so the airplane's started up. Yeah, so let's just have a look at the taxi instructions, if you want to call it that. We go from Albuquerque, Kilo Alpha Bravo, Quebec. Look for it, and we open up the charts list, and we check the taxi. There's not a lot. Probably the first one here. So we're sitting here somewhere. Let me check where we are. Okay, so this is the between Apron D and the military operations area and hangars. Apron Echo. Okay, so we are facing east. So we will probably be turning, making a 180, and get through the Bravo 6 there. Get on the Bravo, and we follow the Bravo, and then see where are we going. 30. Where did they hide 30? That's right here. Okay, so if we reverse engineer our course, we go Foxtrot, Charlie. Yeah, so yeah, we just go Bravo, and then here we go to Charlie, and we cross the one-way. Oh look, it's this 30. What was this? What was I looking? Oh, I was looking at 03. Stupid me. Okay, so Golf. So Golf 2. So maybe can we actually? That would be nice if we could go through here. So we go from Bravo 6 and go on to the. How do we get here? Bravo 6, and we go through here like this. Is that? Do you think that's allowed? This actually looks like it's an exit for the runway there. But we could just decide and be bad. I'm not really sure if that's procedurally okay for an aircraft. Of course, if the agency tells you to, you know, who are you to judge? You know, we're just going to do it. Okay, so little recap if you want. So we need to end up at Golf 3, Golf 2, Hotel. This should be Echo, and then Echo 6, Alpha 6, Bravo 6. Okay, so Bravo 6, Alpha 6, cross runway 8. Echo 6, Echo, and then we take a left onto Hotel, cross runway 30, exit there on Golf 2, we take a left turn there, Golf 3, and we line ourselves up. Okay, probably Well, I was going to say probably we're going to get lost. There's a little power there to the engines. Okay, so we start to roll. I love the sound the aircraft make. So let's try to get on the yellow line here. And here I'm confusing. Let's see, can we go through there? No. We keep following the yellow line a little longer. Let's set the altimeter in the meantime, and the flaps, they go to the 1 position. Let's just keep it rolling a little bit. Again, to have a look outside in the external. This now, yeah, I think it is. It is always a little hard to see the signs, to actually read them. You have to zoom in and get really close to them. By the time you can read them, you're already sort of going through the part that you were trying to identify earlier. And by the looks of it, they do not even actually seem to have designation. I must say, from the outside we sound like a helicopter. Okay, so what was that sound that is now turned off? I hope I'm not going to crash. Okay, so it looks... So there is no mistaking. Here we are going to cross a runway. Looks like we are on Papa, crossing runway 8. Well, that was to be expected, the runway 8. Let's have a little look for traffic. To me, it does not look like there is traffic, so it's just going to carry on. So we're going to cross this runway. And we're going to do this right now. I wonder if we actually are where we wanted to be. So here we go, Geronimo. I don't think we are allowed to do this, really. Look at that. Anyway, let's have a look at our position. Let's see if we can find it like this. Because it looked like there was a Papa somewhere. We couldn't have been driving that long. Is it me? I do not think I actually see the P for Papa. I might not be looking well, but if you ask me, there is no P here at all. Alright, so let's look, where are we now? Yeah, looks fine. now take a right turn. I think we probably now should continue like this. Let's have a look. Can we take a right? Oh, we can easily. Okay, well it's a small aircraft obviously. So, put in some power and we thread the needle here between these two yellow marks. Not really sure if this is correct. I actually think it looks fine. Slight turn to the right and then we go straight for a bit. Let's go and check it out again. I'm going to pull over for a bit. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so we take the first left onto hotel. Okay, and then we cross our runway and then left again. So first left. Cross the runway. Okay. Okay, plane, you can go. Thank you. Rolling. So to me this looks like first left, but that would then be this one, so this should become the hotel. Okay, so here's our runway. So we're going to cross it. So this should read runway 30 and 12. That's correct. No, actually, we do not need the whole runway. So we're going to line up right here. There we are. Look at that. Okay. So, okay. RPM manifold. The altimeter is set. Okay, I'm going to set the parking brake for a little bit. Or was the parking brake again? Move to release. Is this the park? I can't read, man. Emergency gear, oh, this is the emergency gear, parking brake, there you go, okay, yes. Okay, so the parking brake has been set. So, I'm going to check now the first VOR. 114.0. 114.0, so we're going to put that in here. 114.0, and we swap these two around. The ADF does not appear to be picking it up, or the DME, I'm sorry, does not appear to be picking it up. It appears to be listening to 114.9 and not the decimal zero that we put in there. Can I? Oh, but you can change it here as well. Oh, really? Okay, we just go like this. Nonetheless, it is not yet picking up. So what the SkyVector website was telling us is that after we take off, we fly a heading of 078 for about 33 nautical miles, so 078. So not sure when the VOR is going to pick up, but it could be once we reach a certain altitude. Let us give a little more power to the engine so that we can make use of the avionics. We could use this one, just not really sure. Let's click on the nav. While we're at it, let's also turn on the transponder. 1200, so that's for the VFR, that's fine. 114.0, and there is nothing else we can do. You can turn it off, but we do not want it. Yeah, so I'm not really sure why this is not picking up yet, but what I said earlier could just simply be... Actually, here it is also set to 114.0 now. Okay. If I select GPS, it's not going to make difference. No, does not appear so. Okay, no problem. So, we start with the heading bug. We'll set it first to 30, which is our runway heading. Then after we take off, we will turn the heading back around to about 078 degrees. Sorry, and we'll just follow that. I could maybe also... No, let's just leave this as it is so we can actually see once the needles start kicking in once the signal gets received. So this is how we will do it. Turn on some internal lights. No, we don't really need them, do we? And what were our options here again? Autopilot, flight director or off. And then here you choose, you could choose the heading. Yeah, so let's just choose the heading for now. Okay, kids, everybody ready? I suggest we get going. Trim it up a little bit for the takeoff. And full power to the engines and release the brakes. And we're going. Stable, I believe. Yes, just go ahead and trim. Yeah, that looks more stable. So we have a positive rate. Gear go up. here. Look in the looks like the VOR is getting received there. You can see here on the needle. That should be around 078, I believe. Let's just do straight, left. Should be around there, okay. So what we will do now, we select navigation and autopilot. These actually do not show the DME. As you are slowly climbing, I'm going to increase the angle of attack a little bit. I do see some mountains ahead, and I would like to get over those mountains. I want to check if this will work out too. Definitely does, so that's good, right there. So we should be going to a heading of 078. So now the autopilot is making some S-turns to get itself as fine-tuned as possible to get on the radial towards the first VOR. Going to stream it up a little more aggressively. It does not seem to want to do that, which I do not understand. Maybe it's keeping. No, I'm not really sure why does it not do that. No, it's stuck. Probably because of the autopilot. We could click altitude. And does it now allow us streaming? Not. It's probably actually is holding the altitude, which is fine for now, but not very long. Vertical speed 1200. Look, there's some wind coming from flying over the mountains. That's perfectly normal. Okay, so we're flying steadily. I'm going to reduce the thrust a little bit. RPM for the propellers as well. Feathers, I believe you call them. And let's have a nice little, should watch our speed now. It's going to drop, so let's decrease the angle of attack to about 500. Let's just have a look up close and see if it's 500, because I had a hard time seeing. Can we change the display strength? Or is that a little too demanding? Okay, so it looks like we are on the VOR, so that's good. I just always love to see counting down. Okay, so this is a stall warning. So full power, turn off the autopilot, nose down. Oh, that was a little harsh. Nose down and fight the trim of the aircraft because it's trying to trim. Look, I'm crashing because people. Stand by, let me neutralize the trim for now. There you go. It is still wanting to go up. Just disengage the VS there. This speed is way too slow for safety. So again, trim down the nose. Let's see if it stays down. That sort of does, because I would like to pick up some speed now. If I have a keyboard shortcut for the mixture, so if I will pull them back, I would, with the mouse, I would do only one at a time, which is not going to be very desirable. So I'm going to experiment here, which could result in us dying. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Okay, no problem there. The F3 or the F4. What? I'm going to get those killed. Okay, that's the feather. That's the feather. So the feather go up. This is both of them. Bad. And the F4 and maybe the F5. Really not sure. I'm just pressing a random keyboard combination. Look at this. Oh, I think I did the flaps. Okay, so the flaps go up. Makes sense. I should just come to give up on that for now. left of the track. Not really sure which one. Should you... So we should be sort of on the radio there, and wait, I probably need to engage the nav 1. What was this again? Yeah, they should probably be on. Are these two now slaved? No, not really. Does not appear so. Let's try and keep following that radio. Actually click the nav, so it should be following. Start to follow the VOR again, or the radio towards the VOR. It looks like it's doing so, but I'm not all too certain. But to click Alt, so it's going to try and maintain the altitude. Okay, so we survived getting over those hills there. That was a little bit scary. So yeah, we have no way of telling now how far we were actually from the waypoint, VOR. My estimate is here's the mountains we just crossed. And there should be an airfield on our left. But the VOR should already be showing the distance for sure. I cannot imagine it would not, really. Oh, I dropped my control. It sounded bad. Okay. So, not really sure why it's not showing. Actually, do have a little map here, which I didn't really want to use. But yeah, I can see that we did pass the airport there. I just cannot stand it. What am I doing wrong? Is this not on? Is that all? Maybe it's on DME, but in my experience this would just simply pick up. Looks like still the airplane is following the radio. mess with the controls a little bit. Don't know, man. Should be the nav 1. We are on nav 1 here as well. And the autopilot is on as well. The GPS allows us to choose what's it called? Course direction indicator, CDI. Is that going to follow the VLOG or the GPS? And again, in my experience, that never makes any difference with regards to the ADF unit there. Do I turn on ADF perhaps like this? I think this is actually for the audio, so that you can hear the signal. I think that's actually all it is, and this should nonetheless just simply be displaying anyway. So these two look like they are slaved. Options in this aircraft, really. Well, you can actually see here on the map that we're almost overhead for the auto VOR. To me, it is a mystery. Anyway, I've had enough of this. We're going to check for the next waypoint that we have set. 71 nautical miles, 074, should be 117.8. So 117.8. Can we see the VOR? Around. You can now hear the navigation, the nav 1. This one actually shows, so maybe there was a problem with the VOR, but still not understand, because the airplane was able to follow the signal, but for some reason not to not to CDTME. Again. Anyway, so we were about, what did it say, 4 nautical miles or something. Okay. The American desert. The mountains just next to Albuquerque, behind us now. Some desert roads here, behind us and in front of us. And I see a shape that actually looks a little bit like an impact crater. Looks nice with all the lines coming out of it. So on position. Let's check the speed. No, the speed's getting a little too slow. So what was the button? Stand by. Oh, was it here? Sorry. There is our stall warning. No immediate cause for alarm. So 35 nautical miles. Let's have a look at the Sky Vector map. So this is 71. sighting. So I'm just going to play a little bit of the country music. American style country music. What is that round thingy there? I think that's the X-shape thing we saw on the map, maybe? What is our distance actually? Have a look look at that first. 25 nautical miles. Compass, calibration, compass calibration, what compass call may be in error, select equipment other than avionics. Well, I want my money back. Flying the correct VOR. There was a slight deviation, it would appear. One reason could be that we're not even on nav. What do you think about that? Actually, deviation probably is not even all that bad. I do not particularly enjoy the aircraft making these really heavy bankings. Speed should be fine for it for now, but I'm not a fan for sure. It looks like we're still actually sort of on course there. your guitar on the long flight, even on the short ones, because you might stay longer on your destination, and then you have a guitar to play around on a little bit. So we are 14 nautical miles from our VOR, and after that I think there's only one VOR left. Let's just have a look at that one. Go to the sky vector map. We're 14 nautical miles, probably within this area somewhere. Then it's another 71 nautical miles, which is our destination. So we could stand by. Got to mute the microphone there, because I do not want to cough you all to death. Okay, so next VOR is the Tucumcari Municipal Airport, and the VOR right there is 113.6. 113.6. So let's put that in for now. 113.6. We're not going to switch yet. Put it in here as well. 113. Oh, it's the wrong button. 113.6. I just leave this there on the standby frequency. Altitude still good. Speed's okay. 9-0. Not too fast, not too quick. Chum good. So we are now 10 nautical miles. Our altitude is what I'm reading this out, it's 11,000 feet probably then, or really 10,500. Outside and enjoy the scenery a little bit. Look, there's the sun behind us. Like the overlay might not be updated. I'm going to troubleshoot it later, because I've had this in a couple of streams now, that I was running the Twilight Studio overlay, and it looked like it was not updating, and I'm not really sure. This would be telling us we are halfway now. Maybe it is actually working, not really sure. Let's have a look at the entire distance. It could actually be right. I think there is no problem at all. I'm just seeing ghosts here. So let's try. Put the feather down a little. And the throttle a little, and see where we crash. Arkady. I'm your leader. I'm your fire at your desire. Section. Oh, wait, look. You're going too slow again. Okay, so screw it all. Just full power the whole flight through. You know, screw the environment then. It is a fake environment anyway, but nonetheless. Okay, so 3.1 nautical miles, 30. So we are about overhead because we are also sitting at a high altitude. You should be able to see the VOR probably shortly. We might be actually overhead. Do not see. Anyway, no problem. 2.2 looks like to be still sort of in front of me. That could be the VOR station right there. The distance, yes, still counting down, which does indeed suggest or confirm my suggestion. So 1.4 nautical mile. So there you go, it's the VOR station. Looks like a farmhouse. Okay, anyway, you'll be able to see the needle should start turning around or something. But we're not going to wait for that. We're going to switch here the VOR frequency. Do it here as well. 71 nautical miles and correct for the right track. I don't know why, we're just going to do it here as well. And let's have a little look at the options here. So you have static elements, external power, tow bar, pilot. Oh, you could actually show the oh, that's I believe it's only the external view, wasn't it? Yeah. So sure, whatever. What else do we have? So these are the options. Then next. Oh, there's apparently some plugging. Startup options. No. And then there's the takeoff checklist, landing checklist. Says erect. Alright, not too much. Okay, so 6-8 nautical miles until we reach our destination for today. Let's have a look outside. I do like the landscape, man. It's pretty. It's like a green kind of desert. Still quite brownish desert, but also definitely some vegetation, obviously. It's quite a diverse landscape. This looks nice. Let's have a look at I'd like to have a look at the map. The KABQ. So it does not show. Wait a minute. There you go. So that would mean that we are about here or something. We're seeing that the Santa Rosa Lake. somewhere on maybe 2 o'clock. Should be a big lake. Yes, that's definitely there. Can we see it from here as well? Yeah, so the Sky Vector map really seems to work, obviously. Sky Vector, let me tell you again, if you see this video for the first time, Sky Vector is actually really cool. I'll show you again. It's a really cool website, but the thing is, it is actually it's an official website. It's actually for real life use, and you can, if you like, you can create an account there and you can log in with it, and you can make the flight plans. Like here you can see on the top left flight plan, so I made a little flight plan, and you can actually use the like for the where we go, the Tucumcari Municipal Airport. So you could, for instance, say I want to see a couple of the charts, like VOR runway 21. Click that. But sure, this is going to show on your end, really, actually. It looks like this. That's pretty cool. So you can have a look at the charts. But, you know, that's not actually the main thing. How do we get back? Wait a minute for this. This is the full view. Can I maybe just use the back button then from the browser? Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so yeah, you always got to be careful, because you are not allowed, let me say differently, if you are there and you violate flight plan, you can really get in serious trouble with the FAA, and you do not want it. Let me show you the website again. Let's try and have it like this to look better. Yeah, okay, so you can go to briefing and filing, and here you can put in all the information that's needed. And this is actually a real website. I mean, they're asking you, do you have survival equipment on board, like polar, desert, whatever, marine jungle, numbers of souls on board, I think, stuff like that at least. And you could then eventually, once you filled it all out, you could click file the flight plan. But that means, but if you do not actually fly it, someone's going to get really upset. Some organization with actually lawful authority, they could definitely get in touch with you or reach out and maybe what's the word, persecute, like give you a fine or whatever. So do never click file flight plan. Do never click this, because you will get in trouble unless you're actually going to fly it in a real airplane in the real world. Then obviously you do what you have to do. But if you're going to use this for like for home simulation and all that stuff, you can use it, but you cannot file. And you don't need to, obviously, why would you? But you can go to brief, for instance, and that will show you some of the note times and the was it note to all airmen or something? Taxiway, do they have, what's the destination? Do they have METAR there? No current pilot reports, data for this briefing. Okay, anyway, so just go check it out sometime. It is a very cool website and very helpful if you want to learn a little bit more about the VOR flying. And as you can see me struggle sometimes, I definitely have some learning curve ahead of me. So that's good. I should be grateful. What is that right there in front of us? Oh, it's a little mountain range. That's nice. There's a road here. So this immediately wants to make me jump back. So it is sort of on 12 o'clock. Let's check on the map. If we can find out where that is, so we know where we are. Well, it should probably be this little thingy, like 5,366 foot. So we should have passed Santa Rosa Lake. There's a little mountain range here, I believe, if I interpret this correctly. Yeah, it's right next to the Santa Rosa Lake. Our wing is in front of it now. Can we go to the back maybe? Ah, never mind. Oh, you know what I like? There is a moon right there. I just like just a little of it. Mountain range, then we are now 53 nautical miles from our destination, so we just carry on like this. Maybe can we fine tune the radio flying here? Oh, do not go through the window. Mountain thingy there as well, some hills. You know what I really love about this aircraft? You can see these little dents where the nails are sitting, the screws. It just looks really well. It's really well done. It looks very realistic. It's a lot of detail. The detail is indeed evil. So what is our speed now? A little over 90. Said something. Do not open above 129er knots indicated airspeed. So what that tells me is you should actually be able to open the window. I must confess I'm not going to do it because I'm scared, because the last time I did it the airplane crashed, detects a crash. There's some water? No, there's not water. It's shadow, isn't it? Dead shadow. Let's have a look outside a little. So this is quite fun. Exploring the world a little. Albeit virtual. But as you know, with Microsoft Flight Simulator, you know, it's quite realistic. I mean, it's well done, you know. So that seems pretty cool. I definitely appreciate that. Let's have a look at maybe some more details of the aircraft. There you can see also the dents from the bolts that they're using. mountains in the distance at what is that, 1 o'clock? 12, yeah, 1, 2. So I believe then we are about here, flying just over this. We're flying over some ranch later on. So what is, so this is the mountain top there, 5275. Conchas Lake to the north. And what is in the town of Tucumcari? There is a little pond or lake there. So we could check for the town of Tucumcari what kind of town it is. Let's have a little look outside so we can enjoy a little bit of the view. Charlie. So Tucumcari Municipal Airport, just go to check the Wikipedia website here. Opened in August 1941, was built by the United States Army Air Force. And the airfield provided primary glider pilot training. That's interesting. And the glider school operated under contract by the Qatar Car Flying Service. It was under the supervision of the 9th Glider Training Detachment, 36th Flight Training Wing, Western Flight Training Command. Training was conducted using what's called Aeronca TG5 combat training gliders, towed by a C-47 Skytrain aircraft. That's pretty cool. The C-47 look like this. It was developed from the DC-3 airliner, and the aircraft they used to do the gliding things, the Aeronca L3. Here is TG5, as they call it. They're a group of observation and liaison aircraft that were used by the United States in the World War II. The L3 series were adapted from Aeronca's pre-war tandem trainer achieve model. And there's some information there on the Wikipedia. It is in Key County near Tucumcari, New Mexico. Elevation is 4,000 feet, 4,065 feet, or 1.239 meters, or actually 1,239 meters, I should say. And they got 4 runways, or 2, but in both in 2 directions, obviously. So actually the flight cadets, they consisted of both experienced sailplane pilots and others who had washed out of conventional pilot training, and they were all given a second chance to fly them. The possibility of officers' pay and the chance to fly attracted a particular breed of risk-tolerant trainees. And they were given instruction how to follow a tow plane and fly the unpowered aircraft to a designated landing zone there. And they also received combat training as well. Because once they got closer, they could get discovered once they would want to land, etc. So if the landing zone would be under fire, or would be mined, or otherwise obstructed, and the pilot would not have a lot of room to maneuver and actually make a safe landing. So once the landing was made, the glider pilot actually just became one of the other infantrymen. So the school was open for about 2 years, it would seem. And in civil use from 1948 until 53-54. One of the several stops on the route between Albuquerque and Dallas. First I used the Douglas DC-3, and then replaced by the 36-seat Martin 202, 1953. There's not a lot more information. What about the town? Tucumcari. There's actually a city. Population of 2010 was 5,363. I think I've slept with more women. Alright, so let's jump back into flight deck cockpit. A little look outside, there's some ridges there. The moon is still with us, so it's good. Okay, so it looks like we have 32 or 23, oh, sorry about that. 33 nautical miles. Let us adjust the tracking of the ground track little bit. We should start preparing for the landing at our destination. I'm quickly going to visit my kitchen and to get another drink because I'm getting a really dry mouth, and the smoking makes me feel like a dead little bird is in my mouth. So that is not all too pleasant. So I will be right back. Don't nobody go nowhere, how they say in America. So I'll leave you a little bit with your outside view, and you just watch the airplane for me. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back, everybody, looking at the sky vector map. So we were, when I left, about 33 nautical miles. Not sure what happened to this mountain there, but 33 from 70 is about halfway, a little further. So I would estimate we would be around here somewhere, maybe. There should be a mountain on our 1 o'clock and one on our, well, a little to our left, a little over past our left, like a little behind. That's what I guess, or estimate if you will. Have a little look here. Not entirely convinced. Okay, that could be, oh, sorry about that. That could be that mountaintop thingy. That one is small. It's like a plate. Not really sure. Let's check the navigation. Oh, let's adjust the course for the track there. And we are 23.4 nautical miles. I wonder this little plateau thingy. Can you see that? Does it show on the chart? Do you think that's actually something that's important for people to know? Could it be part of this maybe, or is it just this thingy? If we are actually flying this track, then it cannot be this probably. Not too sure about that. Maybe this part here. In any case, if you would be using this in real life, you should definitely be able to, to get around. And obviously in real life it would help if you orient yourself a little bit, before flying. So you sort of know what to expect, a little bit of what to look out for, like I'll be seeing this, I'll be seeing that. You anticipate a little bit in your head, which would greatly help with your planning, and then later on recognizing things, finding out they're all in different places. But nonetheless, then you would still have an idea, because you already created the little pockets of information, if you want to call them that, and that would help you acquiring the information exactly. So we are 20.1 nautical miles, 20, okay. So let's have a look if we can find out the weather condition. Just go to check quickly on the internet to see for the Kilo Tango Charlie Kilo Tango Charlie meter, and see if there's any current information that we can find there. So what they're saying, meter text is 330 at 5 knots. Okay, so 330 at 5 knots. What we are going to do is navigate, quickly turn that off. That's the wrong button there. So Kilo Tango Charlie, and we look for it. It's the right one. Click on the map symbol. So we check let's first check an overview of the airport. The 330. It is direction. So preferably we would land like this. Actually would appear we would use the runway 26. We could use the 3, but then we'd have some wind from the left. If we do 26, we have a little more of a headwind, albeit not too much. The positive side of this is that we can fly over the airport now and parallel to the our landing runway and make a U-turn. So basically fly some downwind pattern, and then we turn to line ourselves up for runway 26. So that is exactly what we're going to do. That's the location of our VOR, so we should be flying straight over the VOR. Well, depending on precisely from which direction we're coming. I think we are flying, heading, let's have a look, it's deviated a little bit. This can also happen due to the wind. And we're flying straight to the east, I think, 90 degrees. Let's check now, we are 14.8 nautical miles. We're flying heading of 090. Does not say that we fly 090. Your real pilots should probably be laughing at me. It looks like we are flying that direction. So why does it not turn? Turn this on, is maybe the nav off or something? Yeah, it looks like the nav is turned off. Why the hell did it turn off? Okay, so we are flying, we are now actually following the track. So I'll be doing it slightly wrong for a little while, I believe. But no problem, because you can actually see we are 12.5 nautical miles, so we are really close now. Should almost be able to see the airport actually. Could be that white stuff right there. Probably, not too sure. But no problem. So we go back to the planning, and as I said, we will be flying 090. So we'll be aiming straight for this VOR. So we fly over the airfield and take a left turn. Will be actually coming from this direction. So runway 26 has a heading of 258, and runway 26 they actually look like they have RNAV approach. Why don't you just have a look at what it looks like, see if there's any information. VOR and the runway 113.6. That is actually then the VOR. Okay, yeah, so that's confirmed. And what else? So we fly over the VOR, and this is based on, obviously you're coming from the right side here from the east. Fly heading of 258, and we just check things like the altitude, like maybe the airport elevation level. Airport elevation is at 4,065. Final approach course 258. But you know, it's just going to be a visual landing, but just so we have some idea of what to expect. Like if we look at the altitude now, it's about 10,500. So you know what we could do, we engage. It's hard to lead with the sun. Engage vertical speed find a better angle. It is seriously hard to read, man. Okay, so limit down. I think this is on -5 now. We're definitely going down, yeah, like 500 feet per minute. So if you want to descend from 10,000 to 6,000, that is 4,000 feet, so it should be about 8 minutes, I believe. It's 500 feet per minute. And here they say based on 135 knots, which we are not, it would be 3 minutes. Am I not? Yeah, 0.3 minutes. We are going a little bit slower than that. And actually I think this is the airfield already, look. So we're actually north of the runway. Okay, so the heading was 258 for the final approach. Let us reduce the speed a little bit and increase our descent rate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we should now be descending at 1,000 feet per minute, and our speed is still trying to pick up, so we turn down the speed significantly more, and it looks still to be holding at 130 or 139. It's now dropping a little bit. Our altitude is about 9,000 feet. You are a little bit high. I think we should now be overhead. 17 nautical miles. Look outside. So the co-pilot could be checking and he could say, yes, I have a visual. We are now actually flying over the runway. See if you can see the VOR maybe. That's always, for some reason I like it, yeah. That route structure right there. So now the needle should start switching, and the distance should start counting up. It's probably stuck at 0.7, and then start going. There you go, 0.8. So we have passed the VOR. We're still descending at 1,000 feet per minute. We're now only at 8,000. We're just going to carry on a little bit. And I could try maybe descending at 1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I counted correctly. Yes, looks like it. So that is 1,500 feet per minute. And we were aiming for about 6,000, which would then mean about 2,000 feet above the ground. So it should be fine. And what we could now do is set the heading back to 258 270 for where's my mouse cursor, please? Microsoft, stop stealing it. So 258 is about 6, so a little to the left. So that should be about the runway heading. Okay, so we're still descending 1,500 feet per minute. We're reaching 6,000 actually now, so I'm going to click, let's do it a little more gradually. now be able, if you look at the ground, this looks good. So now what shall we do? Shortly turn off the autopilot. Turn on the heading. We cannot do that yet. Or I just cannot see. Oh yeah, it's right there, heading. Okay, we're not using it yet. Now go make a right turn. Without flap 1. Trim it a little bit so the altitude does not change too much. Go for a little more of a steep turn like this. Or actually, I guess I should say sharp turn. So we are maintaining the altitude. We're waving a little bit, going a little bit up and down. Speed's fine for me. And we now need the heading there. So the airport should be sort of in front of us there. We'll have to start by trying to get a visual. That's our runway, I think. It's actually too hard to see. I want to say it's the runway, but not really sure. I see lights there. So this is probably just a road or something. So we are still at the 6,000 feet. Nose down a little bit. And let me try something else. Power up like this. I know it's a little amateur, but okay, now it doesn't like that at all. Okay, so bear with me. Just power these down together. And now let's have a look. What's the distance? 39 nautical miles. I'm telling you, it's hard to see, man. Could that be the runway? We're going to have to do a fairly light flyover, a low flyover. Reduce speed a little bit more. Trim down a little bit. That's our runway. Okay. Drop the gear. Do left turn. Trim down a little. Flap. Trim it up a little bit more. So reducing the speed because we are going a little bit fast. Flap to the full. The landing gear should be down. The engine's probably about off now. So try and trim it up a little bit to control our rate of descent. We're actually still coming in quite fast. It's about a glide landing. Oh, I love the silence. Okay, let's just set it down. Don't be afraid, just set it down. There we go. Brake. Okay, people, we made it down to the ground alive. Turn off, Yeah, so the DME, ADF, they're all going off. Okay, hope they didn't drive you mad. Okay, so we are at the runway. Let's just, first things first, clear the runway. A little fast. Okay, the Whisky Papa-44 clears the runway. And there's just a juice parking spot here somewhere. You know what, I'd like to stand there in the circle. This is going to be my parking spot for today. Hello, circle. Thank you for having me. Carefully brake. Engage the or set the parking brake. The fuel cutoff. This will actually be a fuel cutoff. There you go. And where's the ignition? Oh, this works differently, of course. So yeah. Let's see. Read master. Oh, there you go. And the Seminole already says yes, thank you, bye bye. So the flight was actually now 1 hour 28 minutes 16 seconds. Again, I do not understand. Takeoffs day 0, night 0, landing day 1, night landing. I mean, what, did we not take off or something? To me it felt like a takeoff. It wasn't a great takeoff, but it was nonetheless a takeoff. I do not understand really why the flight simulator does not seem to detect the takeoff. It says departure time 2031 from Albuquerque. So why does it not show there? If anyone know the answer, please leave a comment and let me know, because I wonder. Just going to click continue for now. And shut down the airplane completely. So the fuel tanks, fuel pumps were already off. The selector go to the off position as well. We did not use any of the other stuff actually, really. This is just the little lights. This is for the warnings. So I believe I'm good. So the alternator and probably turn off the magnetos for the left and the right. Oh, excuse me. There you go. This is off too. And the battery master. And now the whirring dies out. Open this little window. And you know, why not just open this door here as well? Just we're going out of the airplane now. So well, the sun is definitely a little bit lower in the sky than when we took off. Okay, so welcome to Tucumcari Municipal Airport, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your flight, and thank you to the aircraft. Just performed quite well, probably better than me. So yes, I think that's about it. See you next time, people. Thank you so much for checking it out. And everybody be kind to one another. Love will conquer all. One day there are more kind people than there are assholes. So just remember that. Alright, thank you for checking it out. See you guys later. Bye bye.